think we can all learn a lesson here.
Hello and welcome to Matt's B-Movie Reviews, the show that looks at cult films that may have escaped your radar. And this episode is a Poundland special. Do you ever wander around Poundland looking for cheap crap and come across the DVD section? I saw the title of this movie and just had to buy it because it just sounded absolutely insane. So get ready for an anthology like no other. It's called Nazi Zombie Death Tales. So what's the movie about, you ask? It's an anthology of sorts set during the Second World War. It comprises of 3 stories which are as follows. Tale 1, Medal of Horror. Do you like what they did there? Tale 1 concerning a soldier sent over enemy lines to retrieve the colonel's daughter. Tale 2, Harriet's War. A woman parapsychologist gets sent with some gadgets to a small village. There she finds dead bodies that have been carved up with Nazi swastikas. It seems that an undead Nazi officer is raining terror in the woods, so don't go in there alone. Third story, Devils of the Blitz, is possibly the worst story execution I've ever seen. Not in any movie, because plenty of Hollywood blockbusters are just crapola. Although this is pretty bad. It's set with a squabbling family who are trying to decide whether to go into the bomb shelter. There's some latent hostility and some quite blatant sexism, but then hey, it was 1940s. It turns out there's something evil in the bomb shelter that has come out during war, created through all the hate that has raged through the war itself. Unfortunately, the big reveal of the creature turns out to be some sort of weird monster that is obviously operating on someone's hand, like one of those monster boggle things that you had as a kid. I'm sure, you know, the little you can move the arms. I'm sure I'll find a picture and stick it up for you.
Oh, did I scare you? Oh, I do that so well. If you take us home, we'll kiss your Aunt Martha.
Terrible. So what else can I say about this movie? Not a lot. I didn't enjoy it. I admire the fact that they've shot these on DSLRs, they've used the 5D I believe to shoot all 3 segments. 3 up and coming directors have teamed together to create this film. I want to see these low budget horrors and low budget anything achieve a certain success in mainstream cinema. However, this movie just doesn't deserve it because it has messy storylines, dodgy effects, and it just seems a waste of time, to be honest. Quite frankly, when you're doing a Second World War piece, if you don't have the budget, you really need to think about what you're shooting, because this just looks horrendous. One thing I couldn't believe my eyes about the DVD is all the extras included on the back of the box. Quite frankly, gag reels and commentary on the film was just a bit of a joke, to be honest. I did start listening to the commentary and the guys seemed to be really enthusiastic about what they'd shot. You might have managed to make some visuals look half interesting, but if the story isn't there, you haven't engaged the viewer in a useful way, what's the point? So basically, if you see Nazi Zombie Death Tales, or whatever the hell it's called because it has another title, avoid it. Do not pay £1 for it. If you want this copy, why not leave me a comment below and send me 50p. Actually, what am I talking about? £2. £2. It's amazing. 5 stars. No, 12 stars. I've not got enough fingers. It's amazing. It's amazing. £10. £10. I'll sign it. £10. It's horrible. Let's have a look at the next film. So prepare yourself for my movie review of Rage. Here's the plot. A guy recently cheating on his wife packs up into town to go meet his ex-lover. Unfortunately, he arouses the rage of a mysterious motorbiker who will stop at nothing at chasing him for some unknown reason. Can he escape from this homicidal biker's clutches? And will you care by the time 90 minutes has elapsed? Me thinking not.
This morning on a run-in with his biker. Some guy on a motorcycle. Even though I didn't see this guy's face, I think I know who he is.
So why did I buy this movie, you ask? I have no answer for that. But what did sell the movie to me actually was this quote on the top, which says somewhere here that it's Jewel meets Halloween. which, as a big fan of Jewel, I thought I'll check it out. It also says on the front cover, enough action, suspense and intrigue to fill 3 movies. Wow, 3 movies? It's a shame they didn't get this one right. The movie relies too much on the fact that it is an homage to Jewel, whereas it can't actually stand on its own 2 feet because, well, it's not very good. Whereas in Jewel, Dennis Weaver is pursued by a homicidal trucker for some reason which we never get to know, which in the Spielberg movie is actually quite daring and scary. Whereas in this film it just seems like bad plotting. Especially since the fact that whereas the Spielberg film again is set in the desert, in the open spaces where Dennis Weaver has no chance of getting any help, this movie is set in the middle of a town. The man frequently avoids getting help or calling the police for no apparent reason. There of course is the subplot about his wife finding out about the affair, but all being said, I'm sure he could have got around that and just rang the police about this homicidal guy chasing him. I mean, seriously, in one scene he actually gets beaten up in a car park bathroom and almost knifed to death, and he doesn't call the police? Like, really? Really? Would you do that? I don't think so.
So is this some guy that we should be scared of?
It's a really low-end digital feature. Now, there's nothing wrong with digital features. In my personal opinion, a movie can be made on any medium. It can be shot on the oldest video camera known to man. If the story's good, that will shine through. However, if the story's not very good, then that will shine through even more. Which is surprising really, because on the back of the DVD here seems to be lots of audience participation awards from various festivals, which would lead you to believe that this is a quality production. However, it is not. So basically, I have paid a whole £1 for this movie and I feel a bit let down, and it was a bit of a waste of time. So that's Rage. Do not buy this in your local Poundland, okay?
Why are you doing this? Oh no.
So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.